welcome to Pots, Pans, and Pioneers. Today I'm going to be making some gingerbread snowballs. And if you like gingerbread cookies, obviously you'll love these. I like them better than gingerbread cookies. And I'm putting together some, gift tins to send to family for Christmas. And I typically give away probably more food than store-bought gifts in general, but I do a lot of food type gifts for Christmas. So today I'm going to do my gingerbread snowballs. So the recipe is going to be printable on our website at potspansandpioneers.com, and I'll leave the link in the description, and it'll be a link directly to the recipe so you don't have to search for it. I'm going to be using a cup of organic butter. I use organic where I can, so if I can find the ingredient that's organic, I will use it. And if I don't find the ingredient when I'm shopping or when I'm out, then I don't use it. Pardon the chainsaw, my husband's outside chopping wood today, or actually just clearing away some limbs. So we're going to have a cup of butter. Put 2 sticks of butter in here. Each stick is a half a cup, if you don't know. And this is softened butter. I've set out for a few hours, and I had it softened here. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350, and you're going to line 2 cookie sheets with parchment paper or tin foil, or whichever you like to use. And we're going to use my hand electric mixer today, but I'm going to get all the ingredients in here. I put them in here, and I kind of go. I'm going to cream the butter first, obviously, and it's going to be a few seconds, and then we'll start adding the ingredients. So let me get my hand mixer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my half a cup of powdered sugar, and I'm going to cream up my butter about 20 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to add our half a cup of powdered sugar and cream that together. Okay, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and this is just homemade vanilla, which is just vodka and vanilla beans. I'll cream that together. Okay, and now we're going to start adding all of our dry ingredients. So I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now I'm using an organic cinnamon, and I get this online, and this is This is shipped from India, and it's very, very, very potent and very fresh. Okay, and then we're going to use a teaspoon of ginger. Ginger is so healthy for you. I drink ginger and lemon water quite a bit, and it's super good for you. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. A fourth a teaspoon of allspice. Let me see if I have the ground allspice. Let's see. Here we go. And this is just a fourth a teaspoon, so I'm just going to shake it in here. A fourth a teaspoon of cloves. And let's see if I have cloves. Here we go, ground cloves. A little goes a long way. And then we need to do a tablespoon of molasses. And I didn't get my molasses out, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I have a tablespoon of molasses. And I'm just using the organic Grandma's version. I use this to make brown sugar. You just take pure cane sugar and molasses and put it in your cake mixer with a paddle, and you can have light brown or dark brown sugar, which is, you know, really way less expensive. They charge more for brown sugar than buying it, so. Alright, let's get this blended up. Okay, so we have everything blended up, and now I'm going to add 2 1/4 cups of flour. This is the part of the recipe that may get you discouraged when you're making this, because it's going to take a little bit extra time. There's no eggs in this recipe at all. This is an eggless recipe, but these are totally scrumptious. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to do a cup of flour at a time, because as we all know, it really bogs down your blender. And I'm using organic all-purpose flour today, and I'm going to go with a slow speed. And I'm going to do a cup at a time. It seems to go faster when you do it that way, as opposed to, you know, just dumping it all in and having it fly everywhere. So. for our second cup. And I usually just put it over here a little bit in the bowl. And then I pour the rest of it in, and then I just inch along into the flour with the batter. So I added the rest of my flour, and I mixed it up, and I cleaned off my beaters, and now I've got some parchment paper sitting here, and I'm going to take, I've got a little flour on my hands, not a lot, and I'm going to roll these up, and I'm going to place them on the parchment paper. Now this has a cup of butter in it, so it's probably not going to stick to your hands. And this should make about 2.5 dozen of these, if not more. It depends on what size of my recipe is a tablespoon of dough, and so they're just, you know, you could probably, they're the 2-bite size, whatever you think that is. And I just roll them and place them over here. You know, they shouldn't, you know, spread way out on the pan or anything. They should stay in the little balls that we've rolled up. And try to get as many on here as I can. And we'll be back when we get the pan all ready to go. Okay, so I've got the gingerbread snowballs ready to go into the oven, and I've got 32 here. So they're all different size that I rolled them. So if you did them consistently, if you measured, or if you used a certain size scoop or something like that, you would get probably more or less out of the dough. So we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven. We're going to cook them for 10 to 12 minutes, just until the bottom is brown. And we will be back once they come out of the oven. Okay, the gingerbread snowballs have come out of the oven. I wanted to show you. You want the bottoms to be just a little brown like that. We're going to let these cool for 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm going to roll them in powdered sugar before they completely cool off. You just want to be able to handle them, and I usually do it with a couple of forks. So I'm going to let these cool for 1 minute, and then we're going to roll them in some powdered sugar. So we'll be back. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I've got a fairly large fork, and I've got a big slotted spoon here, or not a slotted spoon, just a regular spoon. And I'm going to take these, and I've sifted some powdered sugar. Now I make my own homemade powdered sugar. It's just cane sugar in a commercial high-speed blender. And I'm just going to coat them like this, put them back on the fork, and put them back on the place. Same thing, I'm just going to pick them up, put them in the bowl, the heated cookie and the sugar cause the sugar to you know, stick. So if you wait till these cool off, the sugar's not going to stick very well. But if you don't find that it, you know, it's thick enough, on there, you can go ahead and double put them in twice. You know, you can coat them twice if you want to. These cookies are a really great gift idea because they're not super expensive to make, and they fit really nicely in the tin, in the little tins. I get the tins at the dollar store for under $1 really. If you go the day after Christmas, they have those tins for like 25 cents, and I just stock up. I buy 10 to 15 of them every year, and that's about how many people I ship to. I ship them, and I had to add a couple this year. My kids don't live close to us anymore, and so used to they would just come over on the weekends and eat, but they don't live in Arkansas, so I'll be adding them to the mail list this year. My daughter loves gingerbread cookies, and I'm not a super fan of a crispy cookie, so this is the alternative for me. I like the flavor of gingerbread, but I don't necessarily like the crispiness of a gingerbread cookie, unless it's in a pie crust. So this is the alternative for me. This cookie will remain moist, and you know, you could do this with your hands. I'm just choosing not to do that. This is just the easiest way for me. It goes pretty fast. I don't risk burning myself. And I'm trying to go fast so that all these don't get melted. I mean, cooled off. And these will make a great holiday cookie. Okay, so I have my little gift tins here, and I'm just putting wax paper on the inside, and then I'll cover them before I mail them and tape them up. But I wanted to show you. So these are the cookies all finished, and all we do is you just put them in the, now you can double roll these in powdered sugar. I'm not going to do that. They seem to be fine. But all you do here is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in these little gift tins, and I'll do 3 to a 10 because I've got some other goodies going in there along with them. So I hope everybody is having a great holiday and getting all their baking done. And if you know of somebody in need, or if you want a very inexpensive gift to put together, a box of treats is something everybody always enjoys because they know they're homemade and handmade. And anyway, I will be doing a few more videos after this one with some more desserts that I'm preparing for the holidays, and I thought I would share my recipes with y'all. So look for some more videos after this one. And if you can't find them, just go to my playlist. Anyway, we'll see everybody on the next video. Happy holidays, everybody.